Welcome to The Explainer. You know, we're all about breaking down big topics. And today, oh boy, are we tackling a big one. We're going to dismantle that pre-trip stress and give you a simple, powerful system to pack with total confidence. Let's do this. All right, let me ask you something. What if the most stressful part of your entire trip happened before you even walked out the door? You've got the tickets, you've planned everything, but then you're just staring at that empty suitcase, right? And that little wave of panic starts to set in. We've all been there. Yeah, for pretty much all of us, it does. It's that last-minute chaos, right? The overstuffed bag you can barely zip, that nagging feeling that you've forgotten something really important. It's just a universal stress. But here's the thing. It really doesn't have to be this way. So let's just reframe this whole thing. Packing isn't just some chore you have to get through. No, it's the first step of your adventure. And if we can master it, we can move from that pre-trip chaos to just pure confidence. And you know, the biggest hurdle? It's all in our heads. And this right here is the main culprit. We call it the just-in-case trap. I mean, look at this. We fill literally half our suitcase, 50%, with stuff we might need just in case. Meanwhile, the essentials and the things we actually end up using, they're just a small fraction. This is why we overpack. This is the source of all that stress. Okay, so how do we get out of that trap? Well, it's all about adopting a new mindset. We're going to unlock the secrets that pro travelers use to pack smarter, lighter, and way faster. And it really all comes down to a couple of key ideas. First up, the capsule wardrobe. Now, this idea is so simple, but it is a total game changer. You just pack a small collection of really versatile, classic items that all go together. Think neutral colors, timeless stuff. The point is, everything can mix and match. So you multiply your outfit options without actually adding any weight to your bag. It's brilliant. And that leads perfectly into our second big idea, the art of layering. So instead of packing a huge, bulky sweater for the cold and a separate t-shirt for the heat, you pack items you can wear on top of each other. A t-shirt, long sleeve, maybe a light jacket. Suddenly, you can handle a huge range of temperatures. You get all that adaptability, but with none of the bulk. See how that works? So really, it all boils down to these three pillars. It's that simple. Number one, prioritize versatility. Every single item has to earn its spot in your bag. Two, embrace layering so you can conquer any climate. And three, master containment. That's all about how you physically organize your stuff. And don't worry, we're going to get to some awesome techniques for that in just a minute. Okay, so we've got the right mindset. Now let's get practical. Before you even think about packing a single shirt, we have to lock down the non-negotiables. These are the things that are the absolute foundation of your packing list. And it doesn't matter if you're going to the beach or the mountains. And this is what we call the core four. You got to get your documents, your health items, your tech, and your finances sorted out first. Seriously, triple check that passport. Put your prescription meds in your carry-on. Make sure you've got the right power adapters. Honestly, if you have these four things covered, you can handle almost anything else that comes up on the road. And that brings me to this fantastic quote from a true pro, someone who has spent years traveling the world. The art of packing is a skill in subtraction, not addition. It's about what you can leave behind. I mean, that just perfectly nails the mindset, doesn't it? You stop asking, what else do I need? And you start asking, what can I live without? It completely changes the game. All right, so you've got the less is more mindset, and your core essentials are all set. So how does this philosophy of subtraction actually work in the real world? Well, whether you're heading out for a weekend or a whole year, the principles are exactly the same. They just scale. Let's take a look. This chart just breaks it down perfectly. You see, the weekend warrior, super lean. 1 or 2 pairs of pants, a few tops. Now, look at the world nomad. They're not just packing more stuff, they're packing smarter stuff. Notice it's not 10 pairs of pants, it's 2 or 3 versatile ones. It's not one giant coat, it's a couple of layers that work together. The principle stays the same. You just tweak the numbers a little. Okay, now this is where the magic really happens. Just look at this table. With just 7 core pieces of clothing, we're talking 3 tops, 2 bottoms, a dress, an outer layer. You can create more than a dozen different outfits. Think about that for a second. It seems so limited at first, but when every piece goes with every other piece, your options just explode. This is the secret. This is how people travel for a month with just a carry-on. It's not about limitation, it's about liberation from that heavy bag. All right, last section. Let's talk about a few pro tips that are going to completely change how you physically pack your bag. This is where we master that third pillar, containment. Here are the top 3 hacks you can start using tonight. For real. First, roll your clothes, don't fold them. It sounds simple, but it saves an unbelievable amount of space and helps with wrinkles. Second, get yourself some packing cubes. They are an absolute game changer for staying organized. No more digging around for a pair of socks. And third, live by the 3-day rule. When you're looking at that just-in-case item, ask yourself, is there a real chance I'll use this in the next 3 days? If the answer is no, you know what to do. Leave it at home. So, as we wrap all this up, I want you to remember what the real goal is here. It's not about having a perfectly packed suitcase. That's not the point. The point is to have a journey with less baggage. And I mean that literally and, metaphorically too. Because when you pack light, you make room for other things. You make room for spontaneity, for freedom, for that amazing, unexpected thing you find along the way. So the final question isn't about what you'll leave behind. It's, with all that newfound space, what will you make room for?